the best 5 minutes you can spend on your business today. Yeah, hey everybody, this is Ian from mindfulmarketplace.com, and I want to welcome you back to our brand new series called Serve and Scale. And this is where we look at the absolute best ways to 10x your audience, your impact, and your income by leveraging platforms and products and software and services and tools and tech to build buzz for your brand, your blog, your book launch, your business, and ultimately your bank account on a bootstrap budget. So I'm going to share with you something that it's an exercise that I've done myself a number of times, but also something that has given clients that I've worked with some really good insights and aha moments and eureka sort of epiphanies about building their own digital media brands. Now, this is really for those of you who are running online agencies or building marketing consultancies, that style service or, business. But there are, for those of you who are doing something other than that, I hope you are also able to find some equivalent value out of this as well. So here is the core question, again, that we ask. What can you borrow to build? What can you leverage to launch? And then how can you create an irresistible offer out of an empirical need? And the empirical part there is super duper important, because it forces us to be honest about what it is that our clients or our community truly need. So here's a really quick exercise. It's the niche and need exercise. I've done this many times before on some of these recordings, videos, podcasts, audios, PDFs, etc. All right, so the niche and need is really getting super clear on what your niche empirically needs to succeed. Where are the obvious challenges? What do X professionals really need to succeed? This could be people in your local community. It could be people in a niche that you're working in, or professional peers. What are they doing poorly right now that's super obvious to you, to the public, and maybe to them as well, right? So even to the folks who you are targeting, they know in their bones they're doing something really, really badly that they need to improve, right? So an empirical niche and need statement. For an example, something that we're focusing on, and again, I've covered this before, but our target audience are folks in the mindfulness-oriented service businesses, therapists, doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, yogis, mindfulness teachers. Authors is a big part of our audience, and most of these folks have terrible websites, right? Really bad or antiquated websites. They have no social media strategy. They may have a barren blog, or they have no content marketing plan. And again, this is an empirical thing. I can look at these people in the world and see that they need these things, right? They have an empirical need for improvement in these areas. And I have people in my family, who I started, running this exercise through a year and a half, 2 years ago, doctors and therapists and people that were really successful in the world, but had really shitty branding or really terrible websites or no website at all, right? So here's a quick homework assignment. Identify 3 to 7 core offers that you can create specifically to target this ideal audience, this niche, or this professional peer, or even your locality, and that you can solve this problem. Like, what are the core offers that you can actually foist into this space that will solve this problem, right? The really interesting twist here, or the move to make, is if you don't do this yourself, find other people to partner with who do, right? So if you're building a community or a marketplace or a local directory or that sort of site. Your job is simply to go out and find other people to partner with who may offer web design or content marketing or social media marketing or email newsletter marketing or any of the things that you've identified as the core offers. Now here, as the niche and need offers. And again, when I say 3 to 7, I really typically like to stick to 4, right? Because I think you can go too low or 3, or you can go too high, 7, and you can find yourself sort of not making any progress. So 4 core offers is a really good it's a good approach to getting super clear for yourself and making actual progress in the direction of building your business. Now here's the other interesting twist that you can make on this process. And I've covered this in some other audios and videos, but what can you borrow to build, right? So is there a platform out there that gives you like a really super simple web building device or instrument that allows you to create the perfect landing pages or the perfect blogs for the specific niche that you target, the specific audience that you are working with or trying to acquire as clients, right? So an example that I gave in one of the videos I did earlier in April was using the Leaflets platform, which is a fantastic software as a service landing page platform that has very niche-oriented designs and solutions, right? For authors, which is ideal for us, for service professionals, also ideal for us, right? So we have all these templates that we can borrow, right, to build our own agency by dint of buying an instance of a leaflet for a client. It cost us $25, and we could sell that for 10x that amount easily. $250 for a great looking landing page is still a steal of a deal for somebody who needs a landing page for their book launch or for their therapy practice or for their whatever life coaching business or whatever it is that they are aspiring to do in the world. All right. So the last piece is irresistible offers. Like, how can you create an offer that is so good that your ideal or quintessential client cannot actually refuse, right? I mean, is there a way to say, okay, these folks have really shitty branding, really bad websites. They have no website at all. And they need these things empirically. That's a true statement, right? So how can you then stack several of these offers into a irresistible proposition that you can make to this, this quintessential client or this ideal client and say, we're going to give you X and Y and Z. We're going to do it in XYZ amount of days. And we're also going to give you, let's say if you're building a directory, a featured listing in our community, an interview in our community. So you're stacking all of this incredible value and then giving it to them for a phenomenal cost or a phenomenal price, right? So think about that next. How can you create an irresistible offer for this specific audience and really blow them away in a in the context of what your competition may be offering. And it's always wise, of course, to look at what the competition is offering if you're building this sort of business. So, I'll cover more of that, how we think about that in our community and some of the other audios that come out of this series. But that's a good place to begin today, right? So if you're sitting at home and it's Tuesday? It's a Tuesday afternoon in late April. We're all pretty much kind of like, staring at our windows, bouncing off the walls, trying to figure out, what the world's going to look like in a week, in 2 weeks, in a month, in 3 months. If you're home and you're building your business, like I know many of you are, right? This is where you're going to spend the most productive period of your day, asking better questions about yourself, about your clients, and about the people you can partner with and the platforms you can partner with and the software you can borrow to build your brand. All right. Again, this is Ian from Serve and Scale. And again, this is part of our Mindful Marketplace community of podcasts and products and offers and opportunities. So if you have any questions, as always,
hi@mindfulmarketplace.com. Just drop me a note, and I'm happy to respond. And if you'd like to engage with me on Facebook, The Mindful Market, facebook.com, The Mindful Market. Say hi there as well. As always, I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks so much, and have a great day.